Welcome back to our channel, and thank you for tuning in and thank you for supporting us. But if you're new to this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please encourage us by doing so. And together, we shall make our Biafran dream a reality. Say. Tinubu wept as he discovered that fake Buhari set a constitutional trap for him in the rigged Nigerian presidential elections. Certificates will be returned back to the rightful winner of the elections. And it is over for the Fulani Janjaweed and Tinubu Orchins. The criminal APC candidate, Tinubu, is very sober and enjoying his short-lived rigged election victory while it lasts, because they are banking their hope on the cash and carry Nigerian judiciary system. Tinubu and his urchins discover that even if they use the crooks in the judiciary to scale through the Electoral Act that says results must be transmitted from the polling units before it can be accepted, they won't be able to scale the constitutional trap that clearly stated that a candidate cannot be legally or constitutionally be declared the winner of a presidential election if he or she fails to win the Federal Capital Territory at least 25% of the votes. Fake Buhari used the shameless INEC chairman, Professor Mahmood Waziri, a quota system criminal professor, to decide what to do and deceive Tinubu by not allowing him or Atiku to get the mandatory 25% votes in the Federal Capital Territory. Fake Buhari made Tinubu and his urchins to believe him and celebrate the rigged elections so that no one will say that Buhari impostor and the Fulani Caliphate Janjaweed betrayed Tinubu and his urchins after taking all his money from him. The 1999 Nigerian Constitution states that any presidential candidate who did not win the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, cannot legally and constitutionally be declared the winner of the presidential elections. The only available path to the Fulani-controlled INEC is to call for a fresh nomination and not declaring Tinubu the winner, despite the massive rigging supervised and organized by the shameless Professor Mahmood Waziri, the INEC chairman, the only professor in Nigeria, a quota system professor for that matter, that rigs elections for politicians and rusticates students for exam malpractice or plagiarism. That's what they do. What a useless INEC chairman. Very useless man. He has disgraced himself and his generation for organizing the most corrupt and fraudulent election in the history of Africa. You know, That is what is happening in the zoo. And Tinubu and his urchins are working so hard to bully Nigerians to accept the fraudulent results. You know, to be called an excellency, you have to earn it. You earn it through the right way. That is it. The only available path to INEC is to call for a fresh nomination and not declaring Tinubu the president-elect. That was a gross mistake and a slap to the face of Nigeria, whom the other countries in Africa sees as the giant of Africa. Imagine Ghanaians, South Africans were laughing at Nigeria. They said Nigeria resurrected an ancestor and made him or rigged him as president. Imagine that kind of abuse. Some South Africans and Ghanaians said they went and brought a dying sick man from an old people's home to be Nigerian president. What a big shame. Sometimes I don't know if Nigerians, gullible ones, are not tired of suffering. They keep playing the religion and the tribalism card, despite all the atrocities and rigging. That is what is happening. The only way for INEC is to call for fresh nomination. And they should not allow this massive rigging to go unchecked. Fake Buhari did not allow Tinubu to win FCT, the Federal Capital Territory, because of his useless plans to create chaos. And he has asked fake President-elect Tinubu to go to court. And he has asked other oppositions to go to court to stop Tinubu, so that urchins won't blame fake Buhari for Tinubu's loss. At least fake Buhari has helped Tinubu to add presidential-elect or president-elect to his name, which is what he has been dreaming of. Tinubu and his urchins should celebrate while it lasts, because the stolen mandate will be returned to the rightful owner. The UK, the French leader, are only congratulating Tinubu because they are playing to the gallery. And they are also deceiving him. Fake Buhari is only deceiving Tinubu by moving him to the defense house, because they will move him back to Bodilon Street, where he lives in Ikoyi, Lagos. That is, if he still has a home in Lagos. Else, they will take him back to his ancestral home in Irigbiji, Osun State. Even the U.S. government have warned the Fulani-controlled Nigerian INEC to address all the issues raised during the violent and rigged presidential elections before the governorship elections this Saturday, March 11, 2023. Nigerian students in Rivers State picked up the authentic votes results for Labour Party's P2B in a bush. And from the results, P2B won the election. When Governor Wike was rigging the election in Rivers State, Nigerians were calling INEC, police, army to come and stop Wike, but they refused to show up. My brothers and my sisters, Biafra, restoration is the only answer. Thank you for watching this video, and bye-bye for now.